You know what? No. No. It's a one-taker today. You guys, the Leafs are so lucky that Ajax has a brewery that I like. Let's go. Give me what I want. Kick down the door. Drew, you are not doing this. Not nice. There's a giant head. You hear yourself. I made like 2,000 of these. I'd like to have fun. With you wherever you are, welcome to LFR. Leafs lose 4-1 to the Vancouver Canucks in Vancouver, where Leafs fans showed up in droves, in actual droves, and they did that. Can I show you something? This made me so mad. No. I'm going to show you. I'll do the read first. Producer Drew, you're going to have so much fun with this one. Think you know which way it's going to go? Head on over to Sports Interaction. Hey, if you thought the Leafs were going to end 3 games in 4 nights, great. I bet, but you didn't. But they didn't. Oh my goodness. When the puck drops, Sports Interaction has you covered pregame, live betting on all major sports and prop bets. Want to bet? Head to sportsinteraction.com/STPN. That's sportsinteraction.com/STPN. But it's 18 plus. Please play responsibly. I haven't committed to memory. I wasn't that mad until I read this. Because how could I be that mad? I didn't even watch this game. The reason I didn't watch this game, and you would have seen this on my Twitter, and you would have seen it on the Sportsnet YouTube channel, it was watch Hockey Night in Canada with Steve Dangle, but the Hockey Night in Canada game was not the Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Vancouver Canucks. It was the Edmonton Oilers playing the Winnipeg Jets. I had a number of people going, Steve, why would you choose to do that? What? Huh? You see that wall? You think I chose that? No, but it's the Hockey Night in Canada game, and that's the name of the show. All right? And it ended up being a good game. It was a very good game. There were 12 goals. 12. It was 7-5. And Jack Campbell did not do well, and I felt really bad about it. Okay? And then I saw that the Leafs lost, and I wasn't upset. I wasn't upset because I have been telling you guys for days now, nearly a week, that I didn't expect this game in particular, but I didn't expect the Leafs to have a very good time in and around the trade deadline. Why? Because they began a 5-game road trip, a Western road trip, always the worst. Blech! I'm glad it's out of the way. Not because I hate the West, because I hate their time zones. It's great when you're there. It's horrible for television, though. So they go to Seattle, and they have a very good time. And the Leafs are having a very good time. They go to Bruce Springsteen. They have a very good time. But it was like a Last Supper sort of thing. Because the next day, after that concert, they have a practice. And during that practice, there are 3 trades. And Sandin is gone, and Engvall is gone, and Luke Shen is coming aboard, and Eric Gustafsson is coming aboard. It's a very emotional time, and then they go from that, already on the road, into 3 games in 4 nights in 3 different cities. Edmonton, Calgary, and then Vancouver, right? I told you, with this emotionally exhausting week, with all these new faces in the locker room, with all these new guys joining a brand new system, I don't expect the Leafs to be very good over the next few games. What happened? They were garbage against the Oilers. They were great against Calgary after about the first period. And this game against the Vancouver Canucks was unmitigated trash. Don't make me watch it. 2 shorthanded goals on what? No, we'll get to that. Don't make me watch it. But I wasn't mad because I was prepared for it. Until I read this from Kyle, not a question, just wanted to show some love for my grandpa who is from Newfoundland. At 84 years of age, he finally made it to his first NHL game, a present from my aunt and uncle, to watch his Leafs play in Vancouver. I'm so sorry it was this game, Pop, but I love you lots. Do you want to see Pop? This is Pop. Drew, put the picture of Pop. Look at Pop. Look at Pop's jersey. He has a custom-made jersey that this was his first NHL game. This was his first NHL game. He waited for this moment for 84 years? Take the picture off the screen. I'm speaking to the Leafs organization directly. I am speaking to whoever, if you work in sales, if you work in whatever. I'm speaking to MLSE directly. I don't even have to say it. I don't even have to say it. Because generally you're great at stuff like this. Generally, especially over the last few years, you do a good job doing right by fans. I don't even need to tell you what you need to do here. I don't even need to tell you what to do. So I'm not going to do it. But you know what you need to do, and if you don't do it, Steve's going to be a little upset. Protect Pop at all costs. Now I'm mad. All right? And I tell you why I'm mad. Because there are perfectly logical reasons why the Leafs would have struggled in this game. 3 games in 4 nights, 3 cities in 4 nights, the emotional week of the trade deadline. That's very difficult. When I read before the game that Alexander Kerfoot was on the first line with Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner, I almost rage quit the stream. I almost turned the computer off. I almost, took a, what's the, melatonin? I almost took a melatonin and went to bed! What are you doing? 3 games in 4 nights you can't control? This you can! Here's the quote. This is Mark Masters quoting Sheldon Keefe. Mark, has anyone ever told you you're adorable? So that wasn't Sheldon, that was me. Keefe on moving Kerfoot to the top line and dropping Bunting down the lineup. Kerf's been playing better than Bunts. That's really it. Trying to change that group a little bit there and try to get a little bit more from them. Arrest him! Arrest them! I don't know for what yet. We'll figure it out later. What? What? I know Bunting hasn't been that great lately. He hasn't. He's had his ups and his downs. Okay? He wasn't doing very well, and then he got better, and then he's been a little come-see, come-saw. All right? Kerfoot! Kerfoot! He was just on the fourth line, Kerfoot! I need the Leafs. I need Sheldon to decide what Alexander Kerfoot is. Okay? Because within a week, he's gone from 4th line right wing to 1st line left. Nobody's that versatile. You stop it. We've seen it. We've already seen it. Absolutely not. What do your internal numbers say? They're wrong. Ah! That's enough. Let me tell you something. Getting Ryan O'Reilly ruled. Oh my God, he's hurt. At least Matthews and Tavares don't appear to be hurt. O'Reilly's hurt. Let's pretend O'Reilly's back next game. Let's pretend everybody's back next game, including Timothy Liljegren, who I tell you what, better be hurt. He better be hurt. There's no logical reason to scratch him for Justin Holl, let alone Eric Gustafsson. All right? But let me tell you, Matthew Nyes better be the second coming of Luke Robitaille there on the left wing. Because they improved at all sorts of areas, but I was looking at that left wing and I'm like, it's still a little weak. And this was the first game where they were like, you know what? We're going to do the 1-2-3. We're going to do the Austin, John, and Ryan. We're going to do the 1-2-3 up the middle. And Kerfoot's on the first line left. Matthew Nyes better look like rookie Teemu Selanne when he comes into this league. because that is dreadful. Knock that off! And how does this happen? The Vancouver Canucks scored 2 shorthanded goals on the same power play for the first time since 1992! Guys! Why? And it is guys. It's the whole team, all right? It's the whole team. Because Matt Murray was actually pretty good in this one, all right? But when you leave him out to dry, yeah, it's not going to go so good. And I tell you what, the reason I am flipping out right now is because this is it. This is it. This is going to be the last one. It better be the last one! Because I talked about the 3 games in 4 nights and how I was willing to be cool about it, neddly diddly dooley. But let me tell you, this game, this one right here, it better be the result of 3 games in 4 nights, trade deadline, all sorts of cities. I get that. But for the rest of the season, okay, Sunday, off. Not really off. You're going to be flying. It's a long flight. But I tell you what, Monday, off. Then you have New Jersey on Tuesday. Yes, it is still on the road. No, I don't care. Because it's 2 full days off. The season begins anew. The stretch run begins hardcore for this team Tuesday. We better never see a game like we did against the Oilers again for the rest of the season. We better never see a game like we did tonight against the Vancouver Canucks. You got our hopes up. You got them all the way up. And if you can't deliver, if you can't even show a little fight, then I'm going to lose it. Austin, the standard is here, bud. It's here. And I don't talk about when it's not here. I don't talk about when it's down here because I know it's up here. So I'm not even going to get on you. But for the rest of the season, it's got to be up here. Morgan. I love me some Morgan. I love Morgan Riley. But oof, Madone! The contract man! The cup man! You have to be better than that. You don't have another option for the rest of the season and the playoffs. There's no other option. You don't want this again. Luke Schenn had an entire career. You know, Morgan and Luke were teammates for 1 day. 1 day. I love that stat. Morgan Riley got drafted 1 day in 2012. The next day, Luke Schenn was traded. They were teammates for 1 day. And he left and had an entire career, like a whole career. A career with ups and downs, and probably more downs than ups, and he goes down to the American Hockey League, and it looks like he's going to be there forever, and he gets called up, and he's in the Stanley Cup final, and he wins the cup. He's a free agent, goes back there, wins another cup! And now he's here. He hasn't played in the AHL for years. He's straight up good. He was highly sought after. This dude has had an entire career. Since you last saw him in the Leafs organization, and they're right where he left them. At least in terms of playoff series wins, they are. Yeah, but they've done this, and they've done that, and they've done that. Win a round! You're a big part of that, man. You're a huge part of that. Adding this guy, adding that guy, it doesn't mean nothing if the guys who are already here don't play at the standard that we expect them to be. I'll wrap it here because the fans in attendance deserved better. Pop deserved better. Everyone who watched TV and ruined their Saturday night watching this game deserved better. Tuesday against the New Jersey Devils, season starts anew. I'm not even saying you gotta win. I'm just saying you gotta look like you generally care. That is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends that I don't want to have this discussion again.